everyone, and happy May. Hope you're all doing well. Well, we just wrapped up the Blue Rose event, and what an amazing experience to witness all those who received the Blue Rose initiation today. What gifted healers and teachers they are. And a big thank you to all of you who participated today. It was truly my honor. And for those who are unable to attend today, I will have the event posted on my website within 48 hours. So thank you so much again, and so much love and blessings. Thank you. So what's going on this month? Well, we're smack in the middle of the cosmic gateway. And we had the equinox last month. We have the partial solar eclipse today. And next month we have a lunar eclipse. So we're right in the middle of all these energies, and I'm sure you've all been feeling it. I've heard quite a few stories already. So just hang in there, everybody. This is really a lot of good energy coming in to help shift and change us. You may have been experiencing whole body or internal vibrations in different areas throughout last month and going into this coming month and into the following. You might be experiencing that. Definitely hearing the higher frequencies coming in, and they can be for extended periods of time, or they can be in short bursts, but definitely the higher frequencies are coming in. You can also experience hot and cold sensations. I know myself, I went through a week of freezing where I just couldn't get warm. And then in the next moment, I was so hot, I was throwing off all the clothes. And that lasted for about a week. And then before that passed. So that is part of our shifting of our glands and our nervous system. So we're kind of re-regulating, rewriting, so you can have these ascension symptoms coming up. And, we will feel a discomfort, but hopefully they're all short-lived. You can also go from feeling very, very energized, like you want to conquer the world, and then go to, leave me alone and don't bother me. I want to sleep for 24 hours because I'm in a sleep coma. So very, very up and down energies as we go through this passageway. And those that are unaware or are not willing to accept and honor their mental and physical changes will show increased signs of anxiety and become more combatant, which you can see out. You've seen this out in the world for a while now, but that will still continue to get heightened still. As people don't understand what's happening and they don't know how to accept and allow things to be, and that they're pushing and fighting against it. So there will be more people that are really going to have issues with that anxiety. And again, like I said, wanting to combat people for no reason. So it's just something to pay attention to. And as the veils continue to get thinner, there is a blending of the higher dimensions. I know I spent a couple of days last month phasing in and out of my body, and I actually thought I might be leaving my body permanently because it was such I don't even have a word for it, but it was like, oh, there I go. This is it. Boom. But so again, you can experience that feeling of phase shifting, and it comes down to choosing what dimension you're going to be in. Of course, the lower vibration is all fear-based. The higher vibration is all love-based. So it depends on where you lie, is where what dimension you'll end up in. And then there is going to be those where they'll be shifting from back and forth into different dimensions. So it's a very individual basis on what will occur. Where your vibration lies is the biggest cue. So this is not a time to be flaky or off and on with your light skills, you know, because practice is essential at this time. So book time for yourself, just like you would book an appointment, for anything else. You book that time for yourself, and then make sure you keep it, because it really is. If you're not grounding now, for me, who's been grounding for what, 15, 20 years, right? I have found myself having to go out more and more into nature to ground, which is uncommon for me, but it's also very necessary. So even if you are a person who does it, you might actually you might see the need to do it more, because that's how everything is quickening and all the codes that are coming in. And if you have 20 minutes to watch Johnny Depp's court case, you have 20 minutes that you can find to meditate and use your mastery skills. I know you probably would rather watch that, but think about it. Think about the time that you spend doing things that really don't accomplish anything. So try to take time for that, and also give yourself permission to play. Play because it feels good. Bottom line, play just feels good. And in doing so, it helps shift you quicker. So the more you can play, the more you flow, the easier the shift is. We do have a unique opportunity at this time because so much is changing. You can, if you're in the right frame, you can rewrite your life in any direction that you choose, whatever you want for your life. So begin to contemplate that and what you really want in your life, because it is very easy to manifest it now if you're in that right vibration and that right frequency. So put it down on paper, visualize it, see it, feel it, and let that manifest, let that come into your life. Because the manifestation, again, if you're at that higher vibration, is coming very quickly. And they're kind of, correcting me too, which is true. If you're in a lower vibration, things come the same quickness, only not in the results that you want. So you have to be very careful where you want to lie, because you can continue to manifest the things that you don't want in your life depending on that. So the last few weeks I have witnessed many deaths, showing me signs. So first there was a hawk that swooped by my window and went into the bushes, and at first I thought, oh, is he injured? Because he was sitting there for quite some time. And then I noticed he got breakfast, basically, and started to enjoy his meal. And then I was in the park, and I've been seeing a mother and her fawn basically every day. And then I noticed one day when I was there, it was like Bambi. Mama was gone. And this fawn was too young to be alone, basically. So I know she probably got hit by a car or. So the baby was alone. So there was another death. And then the last one was I was at the park again and saw another hawk take another bird down. And so I'm thinking to myself, well, this is really a pattern. I'm being shown something here. And I realized that the pattern was death and rebirth. That I was being shown this. And so then at that point, Master Thoth had come in and said to me that it's time for humanity to let all things die. And what he means by that is that through death there is rebirth. It's like the phoenix. Never really dies, right? Gets to a point, burns up, and then chooses rebirth again. So we're going through that at the time right now. We're rebirthing. So he said that it's necessary for us to let go of all rigidity and die to every moment. And the reason for that is to allow movement, flow, to be able to evolve and to switch into something new. But you can't do that unless you let all things die. Now, in the sense of his meaning, it's letting go of fear, of doubt, of the, doubting, and then fear of not knowing what's going to happen. A lot of people through the pandemic really, their fear level went up because they didn't know what was going to happen. We have to let go of that and trust that everything is happening for a reason. You cannot shift if you allow chaos to rule your mind. When you're in that state, you cannot move forward, and you need to die to critical thinking, such as betrayal, judgment, abandonment, rejection, blame, or manipulation. Those are old thought patterns. Do not let your mind deceive you that you are not enough or that you are a victim. This is all being wiped away. It has been wiped away. But the negative thinking will always, and he's saying again, will always amplify the anxiety. So you have a choice. You have a choice. A choice to learn how to shift. And when you focus and become present, and you focus moment to moment, all just automatically falls into place. You don't have to stress or worry about it. It just falls into place because you will always be shown the next step. Even if you don't know, you just go about your business, and it will be shown to you. You'll get a phone call, you'll receive a text, you'll see something on TV, and however it comes about, but that allows you to take that next step, so you don't have to worry. You just need to live in that moment. Everything will fall into place, and you'll feel peace about it in everything that you do. There'll just be that sense of peace. So when you're feeling irritated, angry, or frustrated, that is actually showing you and giving you an opportunity to shift and erase your regrets and challenges that you have in your life and begin again with a new slate. Otherwise, what happens? You just keep recycling, right? And that there's no new information when you recycle. You're just spinning the same wheels and looping the same thing, and there's really nothing different about it. It was done, and you can't really change it. You can go back and look at it as many times as you want, and it's still going to remain the same. So that's your opportunity to shift that. We all need to constantly self-correct. That is what mastery is about, is constantly self-correcting yourself. So when you see that there is an issue, you're able to go, oh, I know what to do with that. And then you shift it at that point rather than holding on to it. It's just like a GPS system, right? If you're in traffic, the GPS will shift you to a better route. Well, you're doing the same thing with yourself, is you're realizing, oh, that old way isn't working anymore. So let me just use my internal intuition, right? My internal GPS to shift and give myself a better direction where I want to go. So learning about your experiences and your mistakes, learning those lessons, right? Is really what's the word I'm looking for? Is, for lack of a better word, it's really important to learn those lessons, because otherwise you just keep, again, cycling, and you have regrets that live on forever, and you never seem to get past that. And you really don't want to live those regrets forever. You don't want to have to keep hashing over things that happened 50 years ago. You know, you need to move on with that. So as you release these perceived burdens that you have, you're freeing yourself to be able to move forward in the directions and how you want to write your life. So this is what Thoth was speaking to me about, and reminding us to let all things die, because we don't need them any longer. We've moved into that next dimension, and everything that we used to work off of is no longer valid. It's swept away. So a lot of people have to come to that understanding that we're in a new place, which, you know, it's going to take a bit, but we can all take a look at ourselves and say, well, what do I need to shift? It's very important to do that. Okay. So at the event today, Yeshua had commented, which I thought was really great, had commented that this life is not a punishment, it's evolution. And you can't really say it any better than that, because, you know, a lot of us here on the earth feel like, what? Why is this happening to me? Why am I going through this? And it can feel like a punishment, but it's not. We're here to do the work, to change ourselves and shift, to evolve, so we don't have to go through this anymore. This is just a major, major shifting point for us. So his wisdom, right? You know, look at it that way. It's not punishment, it's evolution. And, you know, evolution takes hard turns sometimes, but and the outcome is so much better. So that's where we're at. And, you know, so when we move forward to understand ourselves better and allow all things to die, then we become a force of nature, an agent of change for the betterment of all. But it's that old saying, you know thyself. That's what it's all about. Don't worry about what the other person is doing and, you know, their drama in their life. Pay attention to you. Pay attention to you, because that's what's most important at this time, that you take a look and see where things have to be shifted. And then you become the change. And the change, when other people see you, then you become the change for them, because they're going, well, what's she doing, or what's he doing? Why are they happy all the time and don't seem to have a care in the world? There's something to that, but you have to look internally to see where you need to shift the certain areas in your life and what to die to and let go of. So let's see if I think that's all they wanted to come across with today. Thank you, Thoth. Okay. All right. So I will post the dates of the different energies that are coming up this month and other information in the newsletter. So if you don't get it, you can sign up on the website to get that and receive it. So they will be posted. And at the moment, I am no longer going to be doing the written codes and posting them, just simply because I'm working on other projects right now. So that's going to take a back seat for a bit, and that will come up in a different form down the line. So this month's light language transmission, I'm just going to pull in the energy from the the eclipse today, partial eclipse. I'm losing my mind. Going to pull that energy in from the eclipse today and bring that forward. So, and then you'll be able to listen to that whenever you want to, because these codes last for a while. These codes can last up to 6 months, and so you can tap into them at any time. So, thank you so much. Thank you so much, and thank you for liking and subscribing, and so appreciative of everyone, and I hope you have a happy and a blessed May, and I will see you next month. Nashuriana akarenya sui itiatan aleana yoku urentenea an aramainya sute ata yani yokoyanana asu ipishta ununana ayeka ran e a o sute me ane lahme ete ashu uta ane ama warata areano sui este anayakiata ta utusuyeneaka Naria mayana taso, arianasu iakia tushte anayaku, rante shute manaya, ayaranya suishte, makurana, ya tu yateasa, lahamianea tuyana, ayaranya suyineviano te, lahane tuyana, ukrumba andea tasa turinde, anayu karante anataise. Nari kurantantea su ta na ashutena e kanata ana urate a ya tutea su utampa te lahapa o aranda aishta atuta na aku orotabia na su na harama Daria tasu u kanana yaku yashtene lahamono nach ayayina nasu rinda karantusu arandia kurutora tasishta me a tu na ala ita na a arenya ku ata ianyana su ita lameo turenayaka naro ish lah te na urata e aku maaneata yane aku arana usutana aka yana nanda yana garinya de gora tusu ishta narinya ukranema baruta barita ane akoye mbaktayata su Biriane okorea hashutanaya kana. Suta aka yahushte ana ikeyarana tushte tane aku nahareana. Bariatuta shita na ukurante. Lariatuta ma ukanatai. Asuteaneaka, Yakuya, Yatushtemea, Alenuke, Naruyaka, Barutanaya. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you again, and have a happy and healthy May. Take care. Bye-bye.